The Grand Windsor Hotel glowed beneath thousands of as luxury cars arrived one after another. Reporters lined the entrance while photographers captured celebrities, business leaders, and social media influencers walking across the red carpet. Inside the ballroom was decorated with white roses, crystal chandeliers, and elegant gold accents for what many magazines had already called the wedding of the year. At the center of it all stood billionaire real estate developer Victor Hale, wearing a perfectly tailored tuxedo. He greeted guests with confidence as friends congratulated him on his upcoming marriage. To fashion influencer Isabella Reed, the ceremony was only minutes away, and everything appeared flawless. Only Victor knew that one invitation had been sent, for a very different reason. It had gone to his former wife, Sarah. Years earlier, Sarah had stood beside Victor when he had almost nothing. She worked long hours, supported his dreams, and believed in him when others didn't. But after his business became successful, Victor slowly changed. He became obsessed with status and wealth, eventually ending their marriage. Rumors later spread that Sarah was struggling financially, and Victor assumed she was living a difficult life. He wanted her at the wedding not to celebrate, but to prove how much more successful he had become. As guests found their seats, whispers spread through the ballroom. "Do you think she'll actually come? I heard she can't even afford a new dress. Why would she put herself through this?" Victor smiled quietly, convinced Sarah would either stay away. Embarrassed, the wedding coordinator stepped forward. "Ladies and gentlemen, the ceremony will begin in 5 minutes. Just then, the sound of a limousine stopping outside echoed through the entrance. Guests turned toward the large ballroom doors. They slowly opened. Sarah stepped inside wearing an elegant navy blue gown. She looked calm and confident as she walked forward with quiet dignity. The whispers immediately stopped. Behind her came 3 identical 7-year-old children, each dressed neatly and holding her hands. The room fell silent. Victor stared in disbelief. He counted them again, 1, 2, 3 triplets. His confident smile disappeared. As Sarah continued walking toward the front of the ballroom, the oldest child looked up at her and then pointed toward Victor. "Mom," he asked innocently, loud enough for everyone nearby to hear, "Is that our dad?" The words echoed through the silent room. Isabella slowly turned toward Victor. "Victor, what does he mean?" Victor stood frozen, unable to answer. Sarah stopped a few feet away and looked directly into his eyes. "You invited me here because you thought I would be ashamed," she said calmly. She gently placed a hand on each child's shoulder. "But I have nothing to be ashamed of." The 3 children smiled innocently, unaware of the shock spreading through the ballroom. Guests exchanged stunned glances as Victor struggled to find words. The man who had planned to humiliate his ex-wife suddenly found himself facing the greatest surprise of his life, realizing that true wealth could never replace the family he had left behind